hot wings, hot topics, and real estate. Host Ryan Spellerberg keeps it real with agents, investors, and insiders every month. No fluff, just good convo exploring the trends, challenges, and questions shaping today's market. Now, here's your host with over 20 years of lending experience, Ryan Spellerberg.
They're on fire. Welcome back, everybody. Ryan Spellerberg, mortgage guy with Central Bank here. We're very, very excited today. This episode has been a very long time coming. He's a legend in Sioux Falls real estate. He's the #1 most requested guest by our listeners, and we finally got him. Kory Davis. Thanks for coming, man.
Wow.
Thanks for coming.
That was quite an intro.
We've got the experience on the show
The whole
today.
experience is coming right at it. Yeah.
It was hard to get you on here, but we appreciate you making time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that there were some others that blazed the trail.
Correct.
Because as I've watched the episodes, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I wanted to be the trailblazer on that.
You are going to do great
Yeah,
here.
it's going to be fun.
So we're going to start out. We start mild to hot.
Okay.
We start out with medium buffalo. So if you want to give that one a run.
Okay. I'll give it a go here.
Yep. And Kory said he hasn't had lunch today, so he's going to finish full wings here, which is great. So Kory, it's kind of hard to picture you doing anything besides real estate. So maybe give everybody an idea of what you did before you had the experience real estate. How'd you get into the real estate world?
Okay.
Because you were in the banking world.
Right. Yeah. When I well, I don't know how detailed you want me to be here, but when I moved to Sioux Falls, I worked for a credit card bank. So, yeah, I got into that, did that for several years, started buying rental property. So once I started buying rental property, that's what caused me to say, oh, I should get my real estate license. Once I got my real estate license, I found that going out and meeting with people and helping them achieve their goals was a lot more fun than sitting behind a desk. So that's what I gravitated to.
It's a big jump, though. I mean, you're going from that standard steady W-2 over into, I might not get a paycheck this month or next month.
Yeah, that was, well, I think for a lot of people that get into this industry, that's the biggest thing that holds them back. And I was not married at that point in time. Jossie and I got engaged in June. Wow, I shouldn't stumble on that one. Maybe is this wing already getting?
Yes, correct. Oh, it must be the wing. Absolutely.
So Jossie and I got engaged in June, and then I left my full-time job in August to go and do real estate full-time. And I remember coming home, I'm like, hey, honey, I left the bank today, and I'm going to be full-time as a real estate agent. And she's kind of like, oh, gosh. I mean, in all honesty, though, super supportive. And, hey, honey, if that's what you want to do.
Right.
But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if the wheels come off the bus here and I don't get a paycheck by the time we get to the wedding day, I can still go back and do a banking job.
Yeah, they would always take you back, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, and thankfully it turned out okay. I mean, it's going okay so
You're
far.
doing fine. I mean, below average, but pretty good.
I was able to, I was going to say I was able to afford lunch today, but actually the wings are on you. So
correct. Actually, the wings are on Atomic Wings. Thanks, Aaron and his group that do a great job sponsoring us. Good transition. Yeah, I've been doing this for a little bit.
Paid up for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, thanks, guys. They do more than wings. Fantastic sponsor for us. So next wing, now that you're hammering that one down,
Dude. Okay.
right after it is the Nashville Dry Rub. This one's my favorite. Just a good like pepper heat to it.
Yeah.
It's a really good one.
I'm a big fan of dry rub.
So, okay, so you run one of the most fully integrated real estate teams in the state. I had to write this down because you guys do buying, selling, staging, moving, building, managing properties, insurance.
Yep.
All of that.
Yep.
So did you do this to A, add value to your clients, B, lose your sanity, C, spend more time with your wife, or all of the above?
Well played. The real answer is the one that you would think. It's to provide value for our clients. I mean, that's the fact that Jossie operates our furniture division and that we get to spend more time together from an office standpoint, that was an added bonus. Although I will say that we met at Wells Fargo when we worked.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was my boss's secretary. But when she left there, I kind of made her crazy a little bit when we worked together. And she said, We will, yeah. I know. I'm sure that comes as a shock. She said, we will never work together again. And here we are. But
I don't know how you do it.
And that part's going okay so far too. So
my wife would kill me if we worked together. It's a fact.
Well, I mean, she's integrated into the show.
She is producing it.
So here you are.
She lets me know when I'm not doing well.
Okay.
So
Well, as long as she doesn't give us the gong while we're doing this, then we'll be fine.
she might. You never know. She gets pretty aggressive.
I'm treating that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How's the dry rub?
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
There's really not a lot of heat in there.
No, it's just like a little pepper to it. So again, it gets a little bit more progressively warm as we go along.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
Okay. So next one is hot buffalo, which is pretty standard. Very good. So let's talk about staging, because this is one that's very unique to Sioux Falls and what you guys do and offer to your clients. Why is staging such a game changer for sellers, buyers, your agents, when you're even recruiting an agent?
Right. Yeah. It's staging. Okay. So from a consumer standpoint, what staging really allows you to do is how it helps a buyer feel better when they come into a house. I mean, that is really at its core what it's all about is, okay, does this place feel like home, or does it feel like a cold, empty house? And so that's what staging is really meant to try and promote. And not only that, the other big part of it, I haven't even started this one.
I know.
By the way, I'm kind of falling behind.
That's fine.
I'm going to guess that's happened before.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But the other big thing with staging is it gives people a lot more spatial awareness, specifically in bedrooms. People will have a tendency to walk into an empty bedroom and be like, my bedroom furniture is never going to fit in here. And then once you stage it, there's a king size bed, there's nightstands on each side, and there's a dresser, and people are like, wow. And they're still, it's not feeling crowded. So spatial awareness is a big thing too.
I don't think most people, I should say, have imaginations to be able to see their own furniture there. Or even, if a house needs some work, where if it smells like cat pee, that smells like money to me, because nobody else is going to want to buy that property. You can fix those issues, but staging is a different thing where, again, they can't see their own personal stuff in there, and it helps if it's just a bare open house. How does this look? How's this going to look if I'm going to be living there?
Right. Well, you also think about it, like when you go into a furniture store, it's not like they just, in most instances, they don't just have furniture all just lined up. They set it up. And again, it's about the feeling, and that's what our stagers do a masterful job of doing, is presenting the home and the furniture, because I think you mentioned this when we were talking about companies, but we actually have a furniture company too. We sell furniture.
Yep.
So everything that's in our stage listings is for sale, and you want to set it up such that it looks nice and presentable.
Yeah. Do you guys offer that as a cost to your clients, or is that a free part? Staging?
Give it, I thought you meant furniture. I'm like, we're not giving away free furniture.
Well,
maybe.
Hear it first. Kory's giving away free furniture with every house you buy.
You betcha. Yep. And maybe that's a spin.
You never know.
Do that. Hey, I appreciate you coming up with ideas for us.
Yes. Way to bankrupt you. Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Then I'll be coming back on the show just to get a free meal. That'll be the only reason I'm here. Staging is free. We don't charge our sellers anything to stage the house. And then when buyers purchase the home, if they want to be able to purchase the items in the home, which happens a lot, they get a discount on it, because it's nice for us to be able to just have it be sold, and then we don't have to have removers come and move it all.
That I don't know of anybody else that does free staging for somebody, and especially if a home in today's market where it's maybe slowed down just a little bit, to be able to add that value to your clients, it's awesome.
That was the goal as we went into it. And as you mentioned, Ryan, markets go through ebbs and flows, and it's slower now than it has been. So any competitive advantage you can give to a seller and help it be presented in the most positive light, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Yeah. Very unique to what you guys do. So the next one, now that
I'm always one wing behind.
You're okay. You're okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, so next one is mango habanero. This is a little sweeter. It's very good though. My favorite. It's very good. Yep. So you've been in real estate a long time, and kind of what we just talked about. You've seen the ups and downs. What are you seeing in the market right now? What should people be keeping a close eye on?
Well, as you might guess, I have this conversation probably 3 to 5 times a day, um, which is great. I mean, that's what you want, is to be able to, when you're out and about, someone sees you like, "Oh, Kory, how's the real estate market?" But there are a lot fewer buyers in the market. I don't know if you would, corroborate that or not, being in the lending world, but there are less buyers than there has been. But the other part that is actually, in my opinion, a good thing for the actual real estate market is that there's not a ton of listings either. So if we had a limited number of buyers or less buyers than we're used to having, and yet we still had a ton of sellers out there, then the prices are going to start going. It's a supply and demand curve, right? But given the fact that we are a little bit lower on listings as well, at least that's allowed the values to stay pretty consistent, which, in my opinion, that's important. I've been through that market where the prices dipped dramatically, and that was no fun for anybody.
Well, I think it's a different market. Everybody talks about this being somewhat close to 2008, 2012, totally different market. The mortgage world caused that. There was forced selling. There's very little foreclosure activity happening right now. There's very little pressure to make people sell their homes. Those people are sitting at 3% mortgage rates, and they have equity in their property unless you bought in the last couple of years.
Right.
A totally different market on having to sell versus wanting to sell. So that's why that inventory is a little bit lower as well right now. Just if I can't make money on my sale, I don't need to move.
Right.
So it's a much better, healthier market than we've seen in a long time, I
The
think.
climate is good. Like you said, people are not getting forced out.
Right. But if you want to sell, you can. You might have to take some price reductions or add some concessions to it, but you can get your house sold. You just have to price it the right way. And if
And if you
goes so well,
stage it,
yeah.
then it's really going to sell.
correct it,
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it just adds value again to your clients.
Who are we going to need to talk to at some juncture to get more paper towels? I'm just
To be on my pay grade,
okay.
we might
I'm
be
just saying, I guess I can wipe it on my suit if I need to.
just, you got the black shirt on. Just,
Yeah. Well, that was strategic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway. Just
okay.
throwing that out there.
Nope, you're good. Okay. So let's sing it together, Kory.
Okay.
940-5544. So where did this famous jingle come from? And
Love this one.
who the hell has put that in the back of my mind? Just like it is the rest of Sioux Falls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and hopefully for the rest of today.
Yes.
What's the flavor of this?
Flavor is atomic. This one is atomic. Yep.
Is that okay? That sounds foreboding.
Second to worst. Second to best.
Second to hottest, if nothing else. Okay, so the jingle. I'm sitting in my office. That's where it gets you, right? Because you're trying to eat the wing and talk, and then you ingest it into your air pipe.
If you breathe into the back of your throat, it's rough. Is that
That
what
kind of
just happened? Good. You should
take a little
eat it
sip.
as you're singing.
Oh my gosh,
It would be
that'd
fantastic.
great.
Yeah.
So, shortly after I went full time in this business, I was doing a little bit of TV advertising, and my TV rep calls me and she said, "Kory, we've got a great opportunity. There's going to be a professional jingle writer here in town, and what we're offering through the TV station is, if you do the jingle, we'll pay for the jingle, but you have to agree to, I think it was $2,500 worth of TV advertising.
That is the best money you've ever spent in your head.
Hands down. Hands down. But you have to remember, that was 25 years ago. Ish.
It's like $1 million right now.
It seemed like $1 million, right? I mean, at that point in time, and I came home and I'm like, "Hey, honey, this is what I did today." You're just like, "Are you kidding me?" But it seemed like it turned out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we the funny part of the jingle now is that I'll get realtors that'll come up to me and and it doesn't happen as much since we used to advertise in movie theaters all the time, and that really was captivating, especially for kids.
Sure.
And I would get realtors come up to me and go, "If my kids don't stop singing your jingle, we're gonna have a problem." And that was one of the best.
You should give those kids commission when they sell a house for you.
I should. I told them, some of those kids might be probably of the age now where they could come work with us.
Absolutely.
That'd be perfect.
Honestly, it's probably the best marketing ploy I have seen in a very, very long time.
It was, it's been wonderful. But, you know, then the national climate changed such that, we don't have the area code in the phone number, call 940, you know, so as, I don't know, maybe this is gonna be one of your next questions, but if all goes well, the experience is not gonna just be in South Dakota. I mean, if we get it going here and now we're going into another state, I don't know how we're gonna work that 940-5544 thing, you know?
I'm sure technology, AI
We
can
we'll
figure it out.
figure something out.
But
Yeah.
my question is more like, how did they pitch that to you? Okay, so we're gonna sing your phone number. What do you think about that, Kory?
Oh,
That's amazing.
okay. So they asked for a lot of pertinent information about you. I mean, these
Like
guys
your
are
phone number?
professionals, right?
Right,
Like your phone number. Okay.
Yep.
Things that you really want to stress in your business, you know, like because there's a part in there where it says Kory's the one that gets the job done. Something. Anyway, so yeah, then you had to choose the tune, like the overtune.
Okay.
So my first assistant and I were sitting in my office going through all of these musical tunes, and the backdrop of that, actually, I think it's very similar to "Shout It Out Loud" by Kiss. And that kind of resonated with me because, you know, back in the day I was a pretty big Kiss fan.
Because you're old. Right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Got it.
older,
Yeah. Seasoned.
older than you.
Seasoned.
Yep. Yeah. Now here I am. Now I'm to the point where I'm nose wiping, along with everything else.
How's the heat so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible, but when I get to the point where I've started to have fluids coming out of my eyes and my nose, and
Oh,
so hold on, I gotta finish the backside of this.
okay, got it. And this isn't a scheduled question, but since you're eating slow, if you were to sell a house to any Pittsburgh Steeler, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's an easy one. It would be a former Pittsburgh Steeler. I'd be Lynn Swann, because as I was growing up, I mean, he is one of the reasons that I'm a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So when we played backyard football when we were kids, I was always Lynn Swann because he was the greatest receiver in the history of the world. And,
Tell that to Jerry Rice, but continue.
I mean, Jerry Rice was long after Lynn Swann. So,
Got it.
you know, up until that time, Lynn Swann was the best.
Sure.
The guy could just make acrobatic catches. It was amazing. And it's also the reason why the bar in my basement is called Tavern 88, because that was Lynn Swann's number.
Open for anybody that'd like to come by and have a drink.
Actually,
Just call that Jingle number. Come on.
and then that's how you reserve Tavern 88.
Right.
Just come on over.
Yep.
And today only we're going to be serving milk and only milk.
Yeah, right. Before you go to the bathroom.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to hit the milk right now.
So the next one is nuclear, and this one is a little bit hotter than the rest.
Okay.
And then we'll come back to Da Bomb if you want to try that. It's an optional hot sauce for you.
Okay. I'm just going to breathe out a little heat.
Yep. Just into the back of your throat. So we know you're a mover and shaker. So what's new for Kory Davis and the experience? What do you want people to know about?
Gosh. I'm hesitating because,
Make the announcement.
oh my gosh. Do I really want to do this on Hot Topics?
Yes. Yep.
Oh my gosh. I better have a swig of milk first.
Okay.
I'm going to take a bite of the wing
Yep.
first.
You heard it here first. I have no idea what he's going to say, but we are breaking news right now.
I know. This is crazy. So before I go into that, I really shouldn't do it because I did I recorded Coffee with Kory this morning.
Yeah.
I referenced as one of the major parts of my week that I was going to be on your show today. But I also referenced that we had a few other items coming down the pike for the experience. And I specifically said, I'm not going into it right now because
This won't air for 3 weeks.
okay. So with any luck, things will be going well. And this really won't probably mean a lot to a lot of people, unless they're really in tune with how the real estate market works and teams. Go. I'm not real sure on that, Ryan.
No force. I mean, you can do whatever you want. No judgment. You're fine. How are you doing? Well, it's in the throat now, isn't it? Ah, yes. That's my fault.
We're good. We're good up till then. This is what I got to know. How many of your guests, like percentage-wise, hit that?
Everybody since we brought it on.
Which was like last week?
Correct. Yeah. So we're 4 for 4. It's fine though. I mean,
Did Bobby do it?
she did. Yep.
All right, fine. How much do I put on?
I mean, most of it.
Just a little dabble, dude.
Yeah, you can just do a little.
Okay. Wow.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we've really prolonged this announcement. We're probably losing some viewers.
Oh, I forgot there was an announcement.
Yes, there is an announcement.
The Experience has always been a real estate company that has all of our agents just working for the Experience.
Mm-hmm.
There's not such and such a team working at the Experience. Well, we're coming into an era now where we're going to start doing that.
Okay.
And that would, and again, for a lot of people, that's not really probably even going to mean a lot to them, but think about the real estate agent that you worked with. They work for an overall brokerage company, but they may also work on a certain team within that brokerage company. That's something that the Experience is going to start doing, really in an effort to just continue to grow our company.
Got it.
So, yeah.
So is that helping you bring in
more agents?
Got it.
Which is really the key to pushing everything forward for us. You know, we mentioned all of our other companies that we do and that we have, and they're the jumping off point for all of our other companies is real estate. Well, the way to get more real estate business is to have more real estate agents.
Yep.
So that's why we're doing what we're doing.
And usually for those people not in real estate, teams usually do a little bit more business together as well, because you're usually bringing in some hitters that have people underneath them. And
Right. And then those hitters, as you would say, rainmakers, as some people will call them, are out recruiting other agents. Like right now, I mean, my agents will hopefully talk highly of our company and that kind of thing, but there's not as much of an incentive for them to like, oh, I got to get this agent on or this agent on. And when you are operating a team, that is one of your goals, is to constantly be recruiting. So I figured rather than just having me be that guy, let's have a number of teams out there recruiting agents. I got to go for the nose blow.
yeah, no. Same here. Can you tell the heat on that last one?
Yeah. That was outstanding.
Yeah. You'll remember.
Amount of heat. Yeah. Whew, wow. How do you not have just a pile of paper towels around you?
Again, dedicated,
Seasoned professional.
dialed in on this kind of thing. But you've also gotten aggressive on your wings, which is great.
A guy's got to eat. I got to go sell a house after this. I mean, I got a client waiting in the car.
It's fantastic.
And
That's
so I'm not going to have time to
I would rub their eye for them and see what happens.
Trust me, Mr. Client, this house is beautiful. I know you can't see it right now because you've got hot wings in your eye.
It's good for them.
Well,
Anything else you want people to know, Kory?
not really, man. I mean, I'm thrilled that we got the opportunity to finally do this.
Couldn't be more appreciative of you coming on.
Wow.
I know your schedule's busy, being the hitter that you are, and we appreciate it.
You're going to reference Florida. I thought you were going to reference.
I would never do that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I just did it for you.
Nope. You've been fantastic. And thanks for everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, and get a hold of Kory. You know the number. Sing it.
940-5544.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
You.